messing around. Better think of your future. Time to straighten right out. Breaking problems in town. Rudy, a message to you. Rudy, a message to you.
Hi drummers, hope you're well. You guessed it, this is how to play the drum beat from Message to You, Rudy, by the Specials. Shout out to loads of channel members who've asked about this one and asked about, can we have some more ska generally? So here you go. This was played by John Bradbury, of course. It's actually a cover, isn't it, of a Dandy Livingston tune, but obviously we're thinking of the Specials version here. And really what this is, at its heart, I'm just going to cover the main sort of groove here, the main 2-bar phrase. It's just a classic reggae one drop, right? So the big idea with the reggae one drop being that the snare and the kick land at the same time on the 2 and the 4. I always think of it as the 2 and the 4. Anyway, I know there are some reggae musicians who think of it as the 3, as in 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But I always think of it as the 2 and the 4. That's the main feature of this, right? The snare drum and the bass drum are dropping together on the whole on the 2 and the 4. And this makes this distinct and different from a rock or pop type of beat, where of course in the classic version you have a kick on the 1 and the 3 and the snare on the 2 and the 4, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. In a reggae one drop feel, you've got something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. In this case, it's doing a very typical classic sort of reggae ska thing of mostly just playing the offbeats, right? The offbeat eighth notes, the and on the hi-hat. So sort of core thing. If you do nothing else, man, if you're maybe quite near the start of playing the drums, if you do nothing else, do this. Go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So like I say, if you're quite new to it, that's a great place to start. The hi-hat is playing on all the ands. The snare and the kick, or snare and the bass drum, are playing together at the same time on the 2 and the 4. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That'll work, man. That's a nice simple version. On the John Bradbury version, he's playing an open hi-hat on the and of beat 1 and the and of beat 3 a lot of the time. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So lifting up there your left foot, if you're right-handed, to get the P for the soup that comes afterwards. P soup and 1 P soup and P soup. So that's a great sort of next level to get to. If you've mastered the basic 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, then we'd go to 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And usually the whole thing is a 2-bar phrase that goes round. And at the end of the 2-bar phrase, a couple of different things happen here and there. But I'm going to pick one particular thing here where it goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. A 4 and. One and 2 and 3 and. One and 2 and 3. So with this, which happens quite a lot of the time, we've got 1. So sometimes, not always, but sometimes there is a kick on the 1 at the start of like a 2-bar phrase. So let's do that here. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 3 and 3 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3. So let's just think about those levels again. Starting off, if you're just quite near the beginning of the playing the drums, and you want to get a basic core like reggae one drop ska feel going here, you need the ands on the hi hat. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. You need the snare and the bass drum together on the 2 and the 4. I'm calling it the 2 and the 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Another really nice detail to add if you can is the open hi-hat on the and of beat 1 and the and of beat 3. 1 and 2 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. I think when you add that, you're starting to really feel authentic. And then just as one little example of what he'll often play, John Bradbury will often play at the end of a 2-bar phrase, a 4 and, da, 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 which I'm playing as left, right, right. You can play it with whatever sticking you like, but I've gone for left, right, right. So 1 and 2 and 4 and 1 and 2 and here it comes. 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now, of course, there are often other little variations on there. What I'll do on the channel members page, I'll put like 1 or 2 other little variations on the 2-bar groove for you to play around with as well. But that's the basic idea, man. If you've got that down. Then you're away, man. They're the ingredients. A classic reggae one drop. Absolutely love it. Like I say, shout out to all the channel members who've asked for more ska. I'll do plenty more. And sorry for the breaking videos as well. I've been away doing gigs all over the place, all over the flipping country. And December, silly season has started. So I'm gigging all over the place. So I'll do as many videos as I can of this sort throughout December. There might be a few fewer than usual, assuming that all the gigs stay on with COVID regulations and stuff. But yeah, shout out to everybody who asked for more ska. There you go, and stay tuned for more videos along the ska line. Thanks a million for watching as always. Really appreciate it. Shout out to everybody who supports this channel. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. Via my Buy Me a Coffee support page, all the lovely people who buy me a coffee, a virtual coffee. Thanks a million for that. I'm so glad if you found these videos useful, and all the incredible channel members for your ongoing support. Can't tell you how much I appreciate it. And like I say, shout out to everybody who asked for more ska stuff. There you go, more to come. Stay tuned. Thanks a million.